Okay, people, a lot of you are coming out of college, or your parents told you that you need to go get a job, and you have no idea, no clue on how to get a job. Let me show you something. I'm cooking this turkey meat. Cooking some turkey meat. It's like a little turkey meat melt. But I want to talk as I'm cooking this little snack or dinner snack, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, you're watching this video because you want to know how to get a job. Low carb tortillas. Wheat tortillas. Alright, so what you're gonna do is, first thing you need to do, now I'm not talking about people with bachelor's degrees or people with masters or PhDs. This is not the kind of job that we're talking about here. These are not the kind of people. If you're one of those people, you might not want to watch this video. But if you're somebody who you just need a job, a retail job, any kind of a place like McDonald's or Taco Bell or Ross or Target or Walmart or a truck stop, something like that. This is the video for you. First thing you need to do is you need to call the place and find out if they're hiring. That's number one. Because a lot of people, excuse me, I'll be right back. I have to get a plate right here. A lot of people, they'll go, especially kids that, young kids that don't know any better. If you're between the ages of 17, 16, 17, 18, and you just don't have a clue on how to get a job, your parents want you to go work, I'll show you how to get a job really quick. With this method, you're going to get a job within the next 7 days. Promise you. If you work, you do exactly what I say, you work really hard, you do this work, it's going to take a little work, you'll get a job. First thing you need to do is find out if they're hiring. So you call around. Find a shopping center near your house, because some of you might not have a car, you might have to catch the bus. Find a shopping center near your house that has a bunch of stores, a bunch of retail stores, like Ross, Target, Old Navy, Gap, the mall. Could be a good example. So you call up, start calling these places and find out if they're hiring. You want to call and find out. You ask, don't talk to the employee that answers the phone. Whoever answers the phone, the first thing you say is, may I speak to the hiring manager? Because some places have multiple managers, but it's not the person that actually does the hiring. You want to talk to the person that does the hiring. Because why would you bother talking to someone that's just an employee who may not have a clue? And if you ask them, are you guys hiring? What are they going to say? No. Or yes. Or I don't know. Or they'll start fumbling over their words. Or they'll just tell you to come in and fill out an application. No, forget that. Don't come in and fill out an application to a place that's not even hiring. Because what they're going to do is they're just going to take your application. They're going to put it on the other stack, under the stack of the other 100 applications on their desk or wherever. But a lot of applications are done online, but some places do actually still do paper applications. But most places, most places have their applications online. So anyway, fill out the application online. If they're hiring, if they're not hiring, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time if the place is not hiring. Fill out the application online. Now, here's what you do next. Once you fill out the application, you go and you pay them a visit. No, I'm sorry, you call. Here you call. You call the hiring manager. Say, usually it takes 24 hours before they get your application in their system. So you call and you say, hey, I just applied. I wanted to make sure that the system took my application because I'm not sure. So you're not asking, hey, do you have a job? Are you hiring? Did you get my application? No, you're not asking that. You're saying, I want to make sure that my application went through the system. It's kind of an indirect way of saying, hey, can you look at my application and give me an interview? Maybe we can get an interview. So what they'll do is they'll say, hold on, let's see, let me look. They'll look in their system. They'll check and see if your application is there. And once they verify that your application is there, most likely they'll call you. They'll tell you if you can come in for an interview the next day or next couple of days, or they'll say something like, well, we have your application, we're going to be doing interviews next week or on Monday or on Thursday or whatever they tell you. So once you go through that process, here's what you do next. Now, if it's one of those places where the person that's hard to get a hold of, the hiring manager, just show up. If you already know they're hiring, just show up one morning, but first call to make sure the hiring manager is there. Hey, may I speak to Mary? Yeah, she's here. She'll be here till whenever. Sometimes they won't tell you, but if they say yes, she's here, go. Hang up the phone and say thank you, and then go see Mary. Here's what you do when you go see Mary. You take your... You get some Post-its, right? Get you some Post-its. I'm telling you this works. This works. I'm telling you this works. Get some Post-its, right? Get about 10 Post-its. Little sticky notes. Get about 10 of them. Write your name, your phone number, the position you're applying for, and your email address on that Post-it. You walk into the place, right? Even if they're doing interviews next week or whatever, or whatever they tell you on the phone, just do this. Just promise you this will work. This will make you stand out among all the other applicants. This will make you stand out, and you'll get the job. I promise you. So you go and you take those 10 sticky notes. You go give those to the hiring manager. Give those notes to the hiring manager. You just show up out the blue, ask for that person. You say, hi, my name is whatever your name is, and say I'm applying for, or I already applied for blank such and such job, and I just wanted to introduce myself. That's what you tell them. You just wanted to come in and introduce yourself, and they will eat that up. So you give them the little sticky note with the 10 extra sticky notes. I'm gonna tell you something. All managers, supervisors, people that work in the back office, people that do hiring, they love sticky notes. They love them. So now they got all these sticky notes. They got your name. They got these sticky notes. So every time they use a sticky note, they're thinking about you subconsciously. They're thinking about you because they remember who gave them the sticky notes, an applicant. So when your name comes up, guess who? In the application process, guess who's going to stand out? You. Guess who's going to get the job? You. Guess who's going to beat out all those other people? You. Now, here's what you do next. The interview. The interview is the next part. Now, when you go to the interview, I'm going to tell you how to win on the interview. Here's what they love. At the end of the interview, okay, so let's just start at the beginning. Beginning of the interview, they may say something like, tell me a little bit about yourself, tell me a little bit about you, stuff like that. Now, if you get a question like that, they don't want to know your life story. Don't tell them about what happened at home, or don't tell them about what happened in your life. They don't care about that. They are just as nervous as you. They don't want to interview you no more than you want to be interviewed. So here's how you answer that question. You just say, they want to know about some of your strengths and your weaknesses. So when they ask you that question, you just tell them a little bit about yourself. Hey, I love to be punctual. A type of person that doesn't like being late because I hate to rush and I forget things, and what else? Let's see. What else could you say? Tell me a little bit about yourself. The last place I worked, I really enjoyed it because the people were really nice. But even if the people weren't nice, even if you hated the place you worked at before, to say, yeah, the people were nice. I got along good with everyone. I never got written up or anything like that. People like to hear that kind of stuff. That's what you say. And then, don't give them a whole story. Just give them a few sentences. That's all you got to do to answer that question. You don't have to give them a whole book, your whole life story. And that's what you do. Oh, I forgot to show you how this came out. Alright, so let's see. Got some, in case you haven't noticed, I like to cook. So it's a little melt thing that so here's some meat, some cheese, a little salami, some turkey meat. And then, to top it off, I'm gonna put a little mayonnaise inside. I like mayonnaise. You might not like mayonnaise. Mayonnaise might gross you out, but I like mayonnaise. So anyway, that's pretty much how you handle the interview process. That's like the main question that used to always trip me up, was tell me about yourself, because you don't know what the hell to tell them about yourself. You just give them a few little details, just a couple sentences, and that's it. Now here's another one. At the end, when they ask you, do you have any questions for me? Because at the end of the interview, they're going to say, do you have any questions for me? And you say, yes, I do. Here's a couple questions you want to find out. You want to know, how often do you get paid? Do you get paid every week or every 2 weeks? That's a good question. You want to know how often you get paid. You also want to know, how much do they pay? Don't be afraid to ask how much don't be afraid to, thought somebody was coming in. Don't be afraid to ask, how much do you pay? Well, you can say it like this. I don't remember, but could you refresh my memory? You guys are paying $9 an hour, $10 an hour? Or I don't remember, could you? You know, that's how you present the question. You want to know how much you pay. And of course, let's see, what else? What's another question? How often do you get paid? How much do you get paid? And here's the number one question you ask. Before you even ask the money questions, here's the number one question you ask. What do you expect from me as an employee? OMG. G. What do you expect from me as an employee? They love that question, because it lets them know that you want to know what is expected of you. That's all you gotta ask. Don't ask any more questions, but just those three. And if you could think of any other ones, you can write them down, send them to me, tell me, because I like to know. I learn from you just as you learn from me. That's what you do in the interview. And after the interview is over, all you do is follow up. Call a day later. Just following up on the status of my application. That's what you say. Hi, my name is whatever your name is. I'm just calling to follow up on the status of my application. That's it. And then you wait for the hiring manager to respond. So that's about it. That's how you get a job. Really quick, really simple. Retail. It's works very good in retail, warehouse, any kind of really quick, easy job that you can get. My name's Barry Solomon. Thank you for watching. Just wanted to share that with you. Now, one more note is I am not a person that is really good at keeping jobs. Now, I can get it, but keeping it, that's another. You don't want me to tell you how to keep a job. I couldn't tell you how to keep a job. I don't know how to keep a job longer than 3 months. That will be some other person, another guy or some girl who can tell you that. But I can tell you how to get it, but keep it, it's not my area of specialty, not my specialty. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, if this video was helpful to you, hopefully you took some notes. And if you like it, leave a comment below this video, and also share this video with your friends or your family or other broke people. Anybody that you know that needs a job, share this video with that person, and hopefully it'll help that person get a job as well. Just try it. Just do what I laid out for you. Just go out there and do it, and I promise you, you will have a job within the next 7 days. And don't do that just for one company that's hiring. Do that for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 companies that's hiring. That way, you pick who you want to work for. Because what if you apply for 4 or 5 places and 3 of those places call you back for an interview, and then if they want to hire you after the interview, now you can choose. You're in a position to choose, do I want to work at place number 1 or place number 2 or place number 3? Alright, so thanks for watching. Barry Solomon. Leave your thoughts, your comments below. Share this video with everyone you know that needs a job. and I will see you on my next video. If you have any suggestions, or if I left anything out, or any questions on getting a job, just call me or text me or message me on Facebook, or you leave a message on this YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Deuces!